He is the man behind the riveting stories that so many millions of you simply can't put down. And now Dan Brown is coming to Kansas City.
And you were able to talk to him about his newest novel in his series, the Robert Langdon series.
It looks really juicy. Take a look. So what inspired you to go on a book tour now, after all these years?
You know what? I love meeting fans. I love opening dialogue about the topics that I write about. And, you know, I live alone and write in the dark. It's fun to get out and talk to fans. That's why I'm doing it.
Well, you have tons of fans. Speaking of writing about things that matter and deep topics, Origin centers around humanity's biggest question, the question of why are we here and what happens once we're gone? What inspires you to tackle such deep and profoundly complicated topics?
You know what? I grew up the son of an agnostic math teacher and a deeply devout church organist. And so big questions have always been part of my life. And both of them have given me different answers for my whole life. And I wanted to find out which was true. And so I embarked on a journey that turned into a book called Origin. It was a lot of fun.
What reaction have you had from your family about all your novels?
You know what? Of course, they're very happy for my success. They remember, as do I, plenty of times when nobody cared what I wrote. So it's nice that I do have some readers, which is great for parents to see. And they've both been very open-minded about some of the more controversial material in these books. They've been terrific.
This is the 5th book in your Robert Langdon series. How much intrigue and drama can one guy take?
You know what? That's a fair question. You have to suspend your disbelief a little bit to enjoy really any thriller. This poor guy, he's just a professor of iconology at Harvard, and you know, he always seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but that's part of the fun of it.
When you delve into these heavy plots, how much research goes into one single novel? I know you have said the Da Vinci Code, it took tons of energy and so much research because you want to get it right.
Yeah. This book actually arguably took even more. This was a 3.5-year process, and at least a year and a half of it was the research. Traveling to Spain, learning about modern art, learning about artificial intelligence, learning about all sorts of themes that I don't want to spoil the book here, but there's a lot of material in it that I had to learn about, which is really what I enjoy most about writing these books and what I hope my readers enjoy most about reading them, just how much you learn.
Dan, is there any downtime once you finish a book, before you start thinking of the next one? Do you ever just let yourself have 6 months or a year to just chill out and ride the wave, or are you already working on your next Robert Langdon book, for example?
You know, the problem with most creative people is that the brain doesn't really have an off switch. So when you're researching one book, there may be material that doesn't make it into that book that's still churning in your head. And the second you're done with Origin, you're already off and thinking about other projects. And the irony is, you know, at least in this case, I'm going to be on a book tour talking about Origin. So I have to protect myself a little bit from letting my mind go too far afield.
You can see Dan Brown at Unity Temple on the Plaza October 5th at 7 p.m. For ticket information, call Rainy Day Books at the number on your screen.